We're back with the Barbras from Hastings and Pleadwell.
Both of you folks, besides what you're doing in your company, what are you doing outside of that in terms of giving back and community and things like that?
Well, it's hard to separate those two things when you're a business owner because all of your lives bleed into each other. Your personal, your academic, your business life. But we're both known for spending time after hours doing pro bono work in the community. But it's very hard to distinguish, when that happens. It happens all the time. I really see for us that it's hard to distinguish. We probably got smarter about it as we got along. We started to track. This is how many hours we're spending doing community goodwill. This is how many hours we're spending doing billable account work and bringing all of that into balance. But it does feed each other. It is a core competency of ours to bridge the gap. And really so that people don't look at it that way, that people look at that as just a way to be, whether it's something you're doing with your coworkers or something you're doing with your family. It's just something that is part of your life, and it's not really separated out that way.
So by you being on DAP, you're on the board for YWCA and then some of these other nonprofit organizations. So does that mean that you and your company are on the board, basically, because you're going to bring that with you, or are you the one? That's what I'm trying to get.
Well, I am personally with the YWCA, but my business financially supports that commitment by my time being spent serving them. But also, we make a financial contribution to the YWCA that Hastings and Pleadwell picks up. And certainly my family is involved in the YWCA because it's a facility that families utilize and really benefit from. So it's all of it. It's everything.
How about for you?
Right now, my main focus is on the Big Island, on the Hawaii Island Chamber of Commerce Board. I'm just about to be president-elect of that. So I'm tending to pull back a little bit from some of the other things because that's taking much of my time. I also participate with the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii on the Big Island, and the Zonta Club of Hilo, which is part of Zonta International, which advances the status of women. And that is, as Barbara said, a key and core value of ours is to help other women succeed. And Zonta, of course, it's international, so they work on programs to help women across the world.
Can you give us each a short bit of advice in regards to how do you balance your time with family, community, and work?
Well, for us, because our line of work deals with looking at time by increments, that is a huge way to make sure that you're in check on all of your responsibilities. You actually log your hours and you take a look at it. It's something that we work with our clients on who want to do good work in the community, but they have to be careful about that because they want it to sustain year after year. So it has to make fiscal sense. It has to make common sense. And so really tracking that and getting a real fix on how many hours of my time and my employees' time is going to be taken up by that. What does that equate to in terms of dollars? And how can we, make it happen year after year and really intertwine it into the fabric of our business? And so really looking at it piece by piece helps it sustain year after year.
Thanks for joining us today on Greater Good Radio. For more information or a transcript of today's show, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. This is your host, Evan Leong and Carrie Leong, saying please join us next time for another episode of Greater Good Radio, Hawaii.